Good morning. Today we are catching a ferry to go to the big island. So we're heading to the Yellow Bridge where there's a little ferry port and catching a small ferry. Oh, here's the bike. We've got 2 return tickets to and from Penida. Thank you. So, I just had my breakfast, but the reason why we're here today on Penida is we're searching out there in the ocean for some manta rays. We've heard there's a good spot to go and spot manta rays on this island, and that's the plan. Oi oi, we've made it down to Crystal Bay, paid for parking, parked the bike, looking for a guide to take us to Manta Ray. I think we got unlucky, or we were a little bit late to the party. By the time we got there, we seen manta rays for about 5 seconds, and then we didn't see them again. But I just couldn't get over how big they were. Following that, we just kind of swam about a bit more, spotted some more fish, plenty of fish to there. So our favourite part was when the driver brought us back to the bay, and that's when we spotted this little boy, a sea turtle. He was the star of the show. When everyone caught wind that there was a turtle there, crowds began to form, and there was people all over the little guy taking videos and photos and stuff. But then I turned around and Emma had spotted another one, and it was bigger. And it kept doing this thing that I found really funny, when it'd go up, stick its head out of the water and have a little sip of air. But when you looked across the water, you just saw a turtle head. Wow, frick me, bro. That was freaking awesome, dude. We saw a brief split of a manta ray, but then just in the bay here, we've seen 2 turtles for the longest of time, and they were just feeding. People swimming around them, very close. They weren't bothered by people at all, were they? No. But the manta ray, it just kind of, we jumped in the water and then we didn't see him again. So now we're going to try and find somewhere to eat lunch. God knows where, we've got no signal though. So see you there. We just pulled over on the bike, seen a big crowd, and it looks as though there's a bit of a cockfight over here. I think the tent over there you bet, and then over here you watch. Is this one of the contenders? It's a little bit cruel, to be honest. It's very cruel. That's it, I think it's over. I think we were too late to the party. Kind of nice though. I didn't really want to see it, but also I'm curious. Emma's feeling rather nauseous. What we've done, we left that little cockfight and then we headed down a place called Gamut Bay, and it was roads like this, really dodgy roads going steep down, so we got to try and get back up it, and hopefully the bike doesn't go put and stop. And then the rest of it, there's a tiny little opening, parked, and now we're walking through a jungle trek to try and get down to this bay. But it's a rather picturesque walk and a nice looking bay. Coming out to this look, wait until I get a bit closer. Whoa, look at that. And you can rent these gazebos for 100k. What's that, like 5 quid for the day? But look where we are. We're just like middle of freaking nowhere. Jeez. I mean, I've finished it, but we've just kind of had a nice relaxing time on this beach. It's about 3:30. Ferry leaves at 4:30. So we're going to head back to the ferry port and back to our little island. Back on the bike, back to the ferry. Let's go, 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 go. Save me. Someone save me. Ferry now, lad. There we go. This local boy has drawn a nice willy in the sand. Oh, it's gone. Sad times for him. Well, 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 there goes that lovely bar that had terrible reviews on Google. Where are we going now? Play pool? I want to play pool. You want to play pool? You walking? Put some clothes on then. You are so beautiful. Well, there we have it. The end of the night. I can't even remember what we recorded, so whatever happened before this, I don't know. Love you, family. Good night. See you tomorrow. We've got a big day tomorrow, traveling on a ferry for almost 3 hours over choppy stuff, so I can't wait. Love you, night.